Is it legal for a president to pardon himself?
Well, we don't know. No president's ever tried, so it hasn't gone to court, hasn't been decided, but he can certainly try.
Well, it feels wrong because it feels as though then, why bother going through an investigation and a trial of any kind if a president can just pardon himself? And by the way, if it is legal, then why didn't Richard Nixon try that?
Well, Nixon did consider it. He asked his lawyer to look into his options, and his personal lawyer said that he could pardon himself if he wanted. Nixon was concerned about his legacy, and he, I guess, was willing to put his fate in the hands of his successor, which the argument that the president can't pardon himself is that he has to do that. There is the argument on the other side, but there are arguments on both sides, and so it really won't be decided until a court gets the case, which will only happen if a president does it and federal prosecutor continues to go after him.
I mean, look, as we know, President Trump is fond of breaking the mold. He's known for that. But basically what you're saying is that the legal language on this is ambiguous. And so it's just never been tested in court because no president has tried it.
Right. So the argument that he can do it is simply that the Constitution doesn't say anywhere specifically that he can't. The argument that he cannot pardon himself is a little more complicated. So part of it is just that the meaning of the word pardon is inherently something that you give someone else. It comes from the same Latin root as the word donate. So you would never say you donated something to yourself. You donated $1,000 to yourself, or you donated yourself a kidney. It doesn't make sense. So similarly, it doesn't make sense if you pardon yourself. That's not a pardon. And there are other limits on the pardon power that are like that they're implicit in the definition. So, for instance, you can't pardon someone for something he hasn't done yet. That's not explicit in the Constitution, but it is implicit in just the word pardon. And then the other main argument is that there's just this principle in the law that you can't be the judge in your own case. Just like a judge who's put on trial, it would be in front of another judge. A president who wants a pardon would have to wait until someone else is president.